You know what that bell means. Round 2 Wrestling is back. Thank you for tuning into this brand new podcast here on the 17th of September, 2024. We don't have any music this week because we have a very full episode for you, the fan, to enjoy. Lots of rumors, lots of title matches, and of course, a good portion of news. We're not going to hesitate anymore. We're going to jump right into this brand new Round 2 Wrestling podcast by putting our ear to the scanner and taking a listen to the gossip floating around in the world. This is Round 1, the Pro Wrestling Rumor Mill. On a recent Fightful Select podcast, Sean Ross Sapp said he's heard the rumor that AEW Shockwave could be a Fox thing and that Fox could be interested, but he hasn't heard anything really solid on that as of late. Quote, end quote. The Milwaukee Business Journal brings word that Sports Milwaukee is preparing to bid to host Money in the Bank in 2025 at the Fiserv Forum, home of the Bucks. MVP Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin have had recent talks with AEW about reforming the Hurt business there, possibly under the name Hurt Syndicate. That is per Fightful Select. Matt Riddle told SportsIllustrated.com that he thinks the chances of him eventually returning to WWE are quote-unquote extremely high. Riddle cited CM Punk's current WWE run as evidence the door is always open. On Fightful's Beyond the Bell, Andrew Zarian said that a new deal between Warner Bros. Discovery and AEW is quote-unquote finished and signed. Zarian is, quote, 99.9% confident AEW pay-per-views will be on Warner Bros. Discovery's Max streaming service. Speaking at a Goldman Sachs conference the other day, TKO president Mark Shapiro said WWE is cutting out, quote-unquote, low-margin, marginally profitable, untelevised events, end quote. Something that Vince McMahon ran when he was trying to grow the brand. After running 300 house shows in 2023, Shapiro says they'll be down to 250 this year and close to 200 in 2025. During a live recording of Straight Talk with the Boss, Greg Gagne said he heard that WWE is planning to use Jesse the Body Ventura for the Saturday night's main event specials on NBC. For what it's worth, sources close to PW Nexus say the Motor City Machine Guns, that is Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, are coming to WWE NXT, with their debut potentially happening on the CW premiere episode on October 1st, 2024. Ibu of Wrestle Purist says Triple H sees AEW's Daniel Garcia as the next great technical wrestler. There had already been word that WWE is heavily interested in signing him. PW Nexus claims new logos and merchandise is being worked on for the Motor City Machine Guns, and that they will have a different presentation in NXT than they did in TNA. That draws to a conclusion Round 1 in the Pro Wrestling Rumor Mill. Enough of the gossip and the whispers floating around. Let's talk about something a bit more real and actual factual. This is Round 2 Pro Wrestling News. AEW hosts tag team match before NFL game.
Oh my God!
AEW and the Jacksonville Jaguars have had a working relationship relationship since AEW's debut 5 years ago. This past Sunday, before the Jaguars-Browns game in Jacksonville, Florida, fans in attendance were treated to a tag team match. The match saw Sammy Guevara and Hologram defeat the Beast Mordos and Matt Taven at Flex Field, the Jaguars' indoor practice field located in the same complex as Everbank Stadium and Daly's Place, the unofficial home of AEW Wrestling. AEW President Tony Khan appeared and addressed fans in attendance before the special advertised match to honor Hispanic Heritage Month. WWE rebrands weekly TV event and premieres on new network.
Oh my God!
WWE SmackDown got a long overdue facelift and made its rebrand debut this past Friday. WWE SmackDown has moved to USA Network. With the move debuted a new logo, opening video, and theme song for the new weekly 2-hour WWE event on USA Friday nights. The opening contest was a steel cage match between Cody Rhodes and Solo Sikoa for the undisputed WWE Championship. AEW wrestler announces injury, will be on IR again for a while.
That's fucking stupid.
AEW's Thunder Rosa is currently dealing with a concussion. Rosa made the announcement while appearing on SiriusXM's Busted Open Radio, stating she will still be out for a quote-unquote couple of weeks. We here at Round 2 Wrestling will keep you updated on this injury status as reports come out. WWE confirms free agent signings.
You what?
For months, it was unknown where former TNA Tag Team Champions and fan favorites, the Motor City Machine Guns, would sign. Dave Meltzer reported last Friday that Sabin and Shelley are expected to start imminently in NXT. Fightful has confirmed the duo has signed with WWE. PW Nexus reports that WWE's tag team won't use their iconic TNA theme music. It will be made in-house by Def Rebel. Also, new logos and merchandise designs are being made before their debut. Be sure to tune in to NXT to see the Michigan tag team Motor City Machine Guns make their long-awaited WWE debut. Pro Wrestling Hall of Famer set to debut for the NWA.
You what?
Juventud Guerrera makes his NWA Power debut September 17th. That is today. The legendary luchador defends his NWA Crossfire Wrestling Championship against the Masked Zion. A globally recognized competitor, Guerrera is a multiple-time champion, including a 5-time World Cruiserweight champion. 3 of those cruiserweight reigns came in WCW, 2 more in WWF. He is also a 1-time IWGP World Junior Heavyweight Champion and former WCW World Tag Team Champion. That draws to a conclusion Round 2 in pro wrestling news. We have a very full Round 3 title matches. However, warning, this next segment may contain spoilers for your favorite promotions and pay-per-views, including results from GCW The G-Code, GCW Bad One, MLW Fightland, CMLL 91st Anniversary, TNA, Victory Road, AEW, Ring of Honor, WWE, NXT, NWA, DEFY, Progress, AAA, New Japan Pro Wrestling, All Japan Pro Wrestling, Pro Wrestling Noah, Stardom, RevPro, etc., etc. Here we go, Round 3. NXT Tag Team Champions Supersonic Duo versus the Street Profits ended in a no contest. Supersonic Duo retains the NXT Tag Team titles. NXT Heritage Cup Champion Charlie Dempsey defeated Javon Evans to retain the NXT Heritage Cup Championship. TNA Knockouts champion Jordan Grace defeated Sol Ruka via disqualification. Jordan Grace retains the TNA Knockouts championship. IWGP Junior Heavyweight champion Doki defeated Taiji Ishimori to retain the IWGP Junior Heavyweight championship. AEW TNT champion Jack Perry defeated Leo Rush to retain the AEW TNT championship. AEW TNT champion Jack Perry defeated Christopher Daniels to retain the AEW TNT championship. Mike Bailey defeated TNA X Division champion Zachary Wentz to become the new TNA X Division champion. Spitfire defeated TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions Masha Slamovich and Tasha Steeles to become the new TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions. The System defeated TNA Tag Team Champions ABC to become the new TNA Tag Team Champions. TNA Knockouts champion Jordan Grace defeated Wendy Chu to retain the NWA Knockouts Championship. TNA World Champion Nick Nemeth defeated Moose to retain the TNA World Championship. WWE Undisputed Universal Champion Cody Rhodes defeated Solo Sikoa to retain the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship. Zeuxis defeated CMLL Women's World Champion Willow Nightingale to become the new CMLL Women's World Champion. Titan defeated Mascara Dorada to win the 2024 Copa Independencia Tournament. Wonder of Stardom champion Natsupoi defeated Hazuki to retain the Wonder of Stardom Championship. World of Stardom champion Tom Nakano defeated Maika to retain the World of Stardom Championship. Never Openweight 6-man Tag Team Champions Hiroshi Tanahashi, Oleg Boltin, and Toru Yano defeated House of Torture to retain the Never Openweight 6-man Tag Team titles. MLW World Champion Satoshi Kojima defeated Mads Krul Kruger by disqualification. Satoshi Kojima retains the MLW World Championship. Mystico defeated Kenta to win the 2024 MLW Opera Cup Tournament. GCW Tag Team Champions Violence is Forever defeated the Pillars to retain the GCW Tag Team titles. GCW World Champion Mance Warner versus Danhausen went to a no contest. Mance Warner retains the GCW World Championship. JCW World Champion Masha Slamovich defeats Man Like D. Reese to retain the JCW World Championship. That is the end of Round 3 and title matches. Be sure to listen to this particular Round 2 Wrestling podcast again and Round 3 again in case you missed your favorite promotion or champion and whether or not they were able to successfully defend their title or if a new champion, was crowned. We are at the end of this brand new podcast and we are going to conclude it with a producer and fan favorite, Did You Know? Did You Know are little bits of information and facts about the wrestling world you may or may not have known about. You gotta love the bell. Did you know AEW's Athena has been the longest reigning Ring of Honor Women's World Champion since the title's inception back in 2020. She is also the second longest reigning singles world champion in Ring of Honor history, just behind Samoa Joe. Athena has also been Ring of Honor Women's Champion, as of this writing, 597 days, and that's actually significantly more. Samoa Joe was Ring of Honor Men's World Champion for 645 days until losing it in 2004. Did you know, in 1979, handsome Jimmy Valiant recorded a song called Son of a Gypsy. The song became very popular in the Memphis area and was regularly played on Memphis radio stations for several years. Did you know the World Wrestling Federation launched its first WWF.com website on June 1st, 1997? Before that, WWF had its own section on America Online. And did you know the Survivor Series pay-per-view is considered one of WWE's Big Four events that include WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, and SummerSlam. It is also the second oldest event behind WrestleMania. In 2010, McMahon made the decision to scrap the Survivor Series concept after the 2009 show and rebrand it into a completely different event.